Notice, I am an American and I love my country till the day I die. But the following presentation is meant to identify the corrupt and unjust doings and fix them. SOPA or Stop Online Piracy Act with Active or Anti-Counterfeiting Trade Agreement are trying to censor and filter everything on the web. SOPA was stopped but Active was passed and will be debated this summer. These two acts are a direct violation of the Constitution, and should never have been thought of. ACTA was negotiated behind closed doors in a process from which most developing countries were excluded and which had little to no democratic accountability at either the United Nations, European Union or national level. The unelected ACTA board will be responsible for the implementation of the agreement. To this day, not a single participant in the development of ACTA has provided access to the original negotiation documents. ACTA also forces ISPs to monitor the content on their networks and to disclose the private data of alleged infringers. SOPA is about theft of United States property. It concerns websites and services located outside the United States, which may get visitors or traffic from within the U.S. That means millions of websites worldwide. Media and e-commerce sites will be hard hit. Small businesses SMEs in Europe, as well as large social media sites, will be affected. SOPA is about stopping websites being visible or trading in the United States. And it's about stopping American citizens from getting access to websites and services which are hosted outside the United States. Federal Emergency Management Agency is housing for emergencies for disasters, but why put them next to railroads, and put razor wire fences around them, and point the razor wire not outside but at the people inside the camp? Nearly 21,000 of these communities participate nationwide. They all seem to be guarded by military personnel. Remember that Hitler's concentration camps were made to be disaster camps, but were used to detain and murder millions. Obama states that he approves to arrest and jail U.S. citizens without charging them, using his powers through executive orders, based on Americans that may be a threat to the national security even though they have not committed any crime. A clear violation of the U.S. Constitution. Upon that thousands of plastic coffins are stationed at the death camps, aid camps. Now that Obama has signed the NDAA Act, he is able to detain quote-unquote terrorists, or United States citizens as well. Detain them without trial, charges, and for as long as he wants. It also approves assassinations even on us citizens. This act basically burns the Constitution, leaving us citizens to fend for ourselves with no rights. The greatest danger to American freedom is a government that ignores the Constitution. Thomas Jefferson, third President of the United States. Somehow this act was passed. Obama said he would not sign this bill, but did it anyway. He is a traitor to freedom and America. Same with the listed politicians who have signed this bill of death into effect. It also allows the United States military to act as a police force on United States soil, another huge violation. This act and the camps combined are scary. It almost seems as if this was planned out. Change is what Obama promised us, and we have received change. If tyranny and oppression come to this land, it will be in the guise of fighting the foreign enemy. James Madison. Overgrown military establishments are, under any form of government, inauspicious to liberty, and are to be regarded as particularly hostile to Republican liberty. George Washington. Obama has rewritten our rights, telling us what to do. He will try to say it is law, but it is he who has rewritten the Constitution. Many have said we don't want this done, but he doesn't listen. In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. Dwight D. Eisenhower. The people have protested against these and other things, but have beaten down by your thugs in uniforms, calling themselves protectors of the peace. They beat unarmed civilians without reason or justification. It seems as if we have entered a police state already. They stop us from using our right to protest, unless you, Mr. Obama, have already erased that one as well from the Constitution. Why do nothing, say nothing while people are arrested for nothing more than speaking and walking? Do you not care for the people that you have sworn to serve? With the increase of drone use, we most likely will have drones flying over the United States killing quote-unquote terrorists. Hundreds of new tanks are being sent to different cities, preparing for a revolt of the people. The government expects a fight. When we protest or revolt, they will pick off members or leaders and make examples of them. This is a sign of weakness, trying to scare us while they are scared of the people. Don't be scared by their attempts at trying to scare us, but rather use it to motivate us. They will try to take our weapons and defensive armaments. Hitler's first act was to make owning the gun illegal, then he murdered millions who couldn't fight back. Firearms stand next in importance to the Constitution itself. They are the American people's liberty teeth and keystone under independence. From the hour the Pilgrims landed to the present day, events, occurrences and tendencies prove that to ensure peace, security and happiness, the rifle and pistol are equally indispensable. The very atmosphere of firearms anywhere restrains evil. Interference, they deserve a place of honor with all that's good. George Washington, first President of the United States. They that give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Ben Franklin. We must stand together and fight. We must all hang together, or, assuredly, we shall all hang separately. Benjamin Franklin at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, July 4, 1776. These traitorous acts must be removed, along with the corrupt politicians who put them into effect. Unless these demands are met this year, we the people will revolt to save the United States from tyrants. In the words of our forefathers, "Give me liberty or give me death."